Are you curious about the bigger accommodations at Walt Disney World and Disneyland called Disney Villas? And are you curious about DVC, what it is? Is it worth it? Well, by the end of this video, you'll know all about the deluxe resorts that have villas, what they are they worth it for your family, and why you would book one. I'm Dr. Sam with the Pixie Packing Park Pack and the Pixie Packing Travel Company. Please hit the subscribe and the bell to be notified when I post future videos, because my videos cover Disney trip planning, efficiency, budgeting, packing, anything Disney travel related, we will go over here. And if you have any ideas for videos, put them up down in the comments. Hit me up in the comments. So today, though, we are talking about villas, and especially the ones that go along with the Disney Vacation Club, which are most of them are either part of the Disney Vacation Club or can be booked independently through Disney, but are in Disney Vacation Club locations. We talk all about that, what it is, the Disney Vacation Club, are they worth it, what they look like, all of that. But I am a board certified family physician, but I am a certified Disney College of Knowledge certified travel planner. So I talk all about that on my channel. I'm a mom of 3. I've been going to Disney for a very long time, and I go frequently to both Disney World and Disneyland. So I can give you, insight or recommendations on that. And I'm a member of Disney Vacation Club, so that really fits for today's topic. So let's get into it. What are Disney villas? So villas are bigger accommodations. Think of like an apartment or something like that, a small apartment. And sometimes a large apartment if you're talking about the grand villas, which are usually the 3 bedrooms. And they are found at deluxe locations or deluxe resorts at both Disney World and Disneyland. There's not very many at Disneyland. There's just the Grand Californian. But at Disney World, there are multiple locations. So what would a villa include? Now, I'm not talking about the studios. The studios are more like a little bit bigger hotel rooms with a kitchenette. So they do have enough for you to like microwave, have a small fridge, a sink, but they're better than hotel rooms, but not as big as the other villas. So the villas come in studios, like I just talked about, 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, or the grand villas. And at Saratoga Springs, you have the treehouse villas, which are a little bit different. They're 2-bedroom villas, but they're in a treehouse. Really cool. Put a picture here. So they are larger than hotel rooms. They have full kitchens in everything but the studios. They have laundry in everything but the studios. Any deluxe Disney resort, though, is going to have laundry accessible to the guests, and they're free for Disney Vacation Club members. Secondly, let's talk about what is DVC. What am I referring to? Disney Vacation Club. It's Disney's version of a timeshare. What you do is you go through Disney and you purchase a contract for a certain amount of points. Those points, let's say you purchase 200 points, that gets you 200 points per year to use at whatever Disney Vacation Club resort that you want to. You do have to work within reason. At your home resort, you can book 11 months out from your vacation date. At your non-home resort, you can book 7 months out. So we bought a contract at the Polynesian. I can book at the Polynesian 11 months out. I can book at any other Disney Vacation Club location 7 months out. Since the pandemic, it's been a little bit harder to get reservations, but it's getting easier now that people have made up for their trips. You can roll over points for, I think, up to like 2 years, and then you can borrow points from a future year if you need more points. So if you go to Disney a lot, it really can be worth it for you, and that's why we go at least once a year. And if we don't go, or if we don't use all our points, we can rent them out through some of these rental companies that I'm going to talk about that you can rent points from too if you don't want to join. You do have dues that you pay, just like any timeshare, so you pay monthly dues, and those can change from year to year. So those do go up a little bit every year, and you can do your research ahead of time if you want to join Disney Vacation Club, and really look at those dues, because if the points seem low priced, but the dues are high, like at the beach resorts, the actual beach resorts like Hilton Head and Vero Beach, you're going to end up paying a lot. So just look at those dues if you are going to join. Now, what resorts are deluxe, and what overlap between deluxe and DVC, meaning they will have villas that you can either go through Disney for, or rent, or become a DVC member. So in alphabetical order, at Walt Disney World, we have the Animal Kingdom Lodge, which has Kidani or Jumbo House. So 2 different villas, but they all have the same kind of structure. Benefit of being there is you do have all those choices where you have the studio, the 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and the Grand Villa. The Grand Villas I've never stayed in, but they look amazing. The studios are very budget friendly. So if you're looking for a budget friendly place to go, last time I checked, you could still get during less busy times of the year, you could still, as a DVC owner, get them for a hotel room for 9 points a night, which is really low compared to others. But, you think about that. If you're renting through an outside service for these points, I would look at Animal Kingdom during certain times of the year, because if you want to get a studio, you want to get your money, best bang for your buck, I would go with the Animal Kingdom studio or Old Key West or Saratoga Springs studio. Those are going to be your cheaper ones too. Animal Kingdom Lodge also has some club level location or availability. So if you want to pay a little bit more and have access to like your own private, not your own private, you're going to be with other club members, but a place where you can get food and alcohol and just kind of sit in the air conditioning, a little kind of club and a concierge there. They do have the club level. And that's the only one that's DVC, I think, that has club levels. But the other villas are going to have clubs. It's just you can't book them as a DVC member unless you want to pay out of pocket. So then you have Beach Club, which has an amazing pool, Stormalong Bay, and you can only use that pool if you're staying at either Beach Club or Yacht Club. So that's a bonus to the Beach Club. Also with the Beach Club, you can, I forgot with the Animal Kingdom, of course, the benefit is you're right on the savannah. You can see all those amazing animals. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Beach Club, you can walk to Epcot really close. You can walk to Hollywood Studios. If that's too far for you, I never think it is. I think it's fun to walk there. But if that's too far for you, you can take a friendship boat, they call them, over to Hollywood Studios. And so they have that Stormalong Bay where you can use their pool. It's got like sand bottom part of it. It's got a little beach bar. And then you walk across the path and it's got that awesome water slide. And again, private pool. Not private to you, but to everybody staying there. So moving along, we have the Boardwalk, which is across from the Beach Club. A little bit further of a walk to Epcot, but really easy. And you can still walk to Hollywood Studios. Some rooms at the Boardwalk are closer to Hollywood Studios than they are, not really closer than they are to Epcot, but if you stay a little bit further towards Hollywood Studios, it's not as big of a walk. The Boardwalk is awesome at night, lights up, great lights, you can take the little boat, you can play boardwalk games, there's entertainers there, there's restaurants you can walk to. So it's a really great place to stay. And then of course you can, go to Epcot and hop on the monorail if you have a park hopper ticket to Magic Kingdom, or, of course they have transportation to Magic Kingdom too. What else do we have? We have the Contemporary, walking distance to Magic Kingdom. It's amazing. So DVC a while ago built their own tower there at the Contemporary called the Bay Lake Tower. I'm staying there for the first time in October, so I will post some pictures on the site, on the channel, and do a little walkthrough. But it's awesome. So you can walk to Magic Kingdom, is what the word I was looking for. And you can also go to, the monorail to Epcot. And of course you can get transportation to the other parks as well. And so, also if you're staying, this used to be the case that if you're staying at Contemporary at the DVC Tower, that you could go up to the top of the world, which now has a villains theme, and watch the fireworks. Awesome. They pipe in the music just like they do at the top of the world at the California Grill. But now I think as of this year, they have limited that only to people with a card for DVC, meaning you didn't buy your DVC resale. I'll do a whole nother video on this, resale versus not resale. You bought it from Disney and you're the only ones that can go there. So if you're renting points from somebody, you can't go up on the top of the world anymore, but you still have that awesome location of being at the Contemporary and being walking distance in the Magic Kingdom. So then you can actually just walk over and see the fireworks yourself up close and not have to just watch them from the tower. So then you have the Copper Creek villas. They are over at Wilderness Lodge. And so you can take boat transportation from the Magic Kingdom over to Wilderness Lodge and then go to Copper Creek. Copper Creek has awesome studios, 1-bedrooms. I think they have 2 bedrooms too. But they have these awesome cabins, which are basically their grand villa. A lot of points, but amazing cabin, sleeps 8. You have your own little private not pool, but it's kind of like a hot tub, a little private kind of hot tub thing. Just your own cabin. You feel like you're out in the woods. They really kind of do it up with the Imagineering there. And then you also have the Grand Floridian, which is amazing and beautiful and very fancy. And they've put some new fancy rooms for DVC there. So you also have more villas to choose from now because they've done an addition to it. You can walk, of course, now with the walking path. You can walk to Magic Kingdom. You can get over to Transportation Ticket Center, go to Epcot, and then, of course, you can take transportation to the other parks as well. And I forgot to mention, with any of these deluxe villas, another benefit is you're always going to have top tier dining, really good restaurants at any of these. So they all have very amazing table service restaurants that you can go to, in addition to their quick service restaurants where you can get a quick bite to eat as well. And I forgot to mention in the benefits, the location. Most of these are located within walking distance of a park or very quick transportation to a park, with the exception of the next two. So the next two would be Old Key West and Saratoga Springs. These are some of the old school Disney Vacation Club, but very nice. Low points, so if you want to rent points, they'll be the cheaper ones to go to. Saratoga Springs is within walking distance of Disney Springs. So you have all those amazing restaurants in addition to good restaurants at Saratoga Springs. Very spacious, lots of space there. They have all the options for studio, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, Grand Villa, a lower amount of points. So that might be a good place to dip your toes in. Old Key West has the biggest rooms in most of the categories. It's just a little bit further out. You can't walk Disney Springs. You can't walk to any of the parks, but you can take transportation. And that was the original Disney Vacation Club. So it really has kind of that vacation club feeling. A nice pool, great restaurant, Olivia's, cool pool bars, and lots of little fun activities. Basketball, tennis, I think, but there's basketball. Outdoor things you can do, grills and things like that. So really kind of, you feel like you're spread out and not quite in the middle of everything, which can be nice sometimes. And then you have the Polynesian, which is my home resort. I love it. It has that, kind of island vibe to it. It has some really good restaurants as well as quick service. It has Trader Sam's, a cool bar you can go to if you get there early enough. Really great volcano pool. I love that pool. You can walk to the Magic Kingdom. You can walk to the it's really close to the Ticket and Transportation Center, where you can go to Epcot, and you can also catch the bus to the other parks as well. So they have studio, and their studios are really big, and they have a full bath and then like a kind of half bath. So if somebody's in the shower, there's another bathroom you can use. Really updated. They just did those Moana rooms. So that's a great place to grab a villa. They also have the bungalows, which are kind of like, remind you of like one of those island locations where your bungalow is right on the water. Those are 2-bedroom. So those are their deluxe accommodations, deluxe in the deluxe. So they just have those 2-room choices, the studio or the bungalow. Bungalows are awesome. You have your own private little dipping pool. It's very small, but you're right on the water. You can watch fireworks. They have the music piped into the beach at the Polynesian, which is awesome. And, of course, you have access to the restaurants and everything, and access to that walking distance. They're very premium. Like, that's going to cost you a lot of money. But if you have the money, you have the points, go for it. So then we have, I already talked about Saratoga Springs. What am I missing here? Oh, Riviera. That's a newer one. Riviera, a new location for DVC and Grand Villas and villas located along the Skyliner, which is like the gondola system that can take you to Hollywood Studios and Epcot. So Riviera is very awesome and beautiful. I haven't stayed there yet. I've seen pictures. I hope to stay there soon. Really, really well decorated. Like these pull down beds that are just amazing, and just the decor in there is top notch. And so they have these interesting layouts where they have a few studio rooms that are corner kind of rooms. I'm forgetting what they call it. They only sleep 2. They're a little bit lower points or lower price point if you want to book a villa but don't want to spend the full amount for a studio or a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom or Grand Villa. You can try to snag one of those tower rooms. That's what they're called. Very hard to get though, because there's not that many of them, but they are cheaper. And then of course they have all those other accommodations, amazing decor, awesome. You feel like you're in the Riviera, and you can take that Skyliner. That is it for Disney World. In Disneyland, you have the Grand Californian. I will post my room tour. It's shaky, my camera, sorry, but I will post that We did stay at a 2-bedroom there for my birthday over the summer. I love the Grand Californian. It's so amazing because you can walk right in to California Adventure, and you can walk over to Disneyland, which is a very short walk. So nothing like Disney World. You can just walk right into the park. So I know you can walk to the parks, but it's a lot longer at Disney World because it's so spread out. But love, 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 love the Grand Californian. The lobby is amazing. So I think I've already gone over this, but another thing to consider is why stay at the villas. So you've got your kitchens in the 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms. You've got your laundry. You have your table service restaurants. You have your proximity. And the other thing I didn't go over that's new to Walt Disney World and just started, I think, at Disneyland as well. I know they started early entry at Disneyland. So basically for anybody staying on property at either location, you can go in early any day, about a half hour early before other park guests. But that's just for anybody staying anywhere on Disney property. But for Deluxe Villa people that are staying at the Deluxe Villas, you can twice a week at Disney World. Once a week at Magic Kingdom and once a week at Epcot, you can stay late. It's like an after hours, 9 to 11, I think it is, and sometimes 10 to midnight, and get on those rides. I'm going to do it in October. I can't wait, but I've done it before when they had it in different variants of this, and it was really, really worth it. Like if you can stay and you're watching this video and you want to stay at a villa, make sure that you check the calendar that they have those dates set up for the after hours. But definitely do it. So worth it. So fun. Oh, also for those villas, you can have a big family there. So really, if everybody's chipping in, you're saving money sometimes when you're staying at these villas, especially if you rent points through someone else, which I am going to go over. So stick around. How to rent points. Okay, that's my next point. Can anyone book? Yes, anybody can book a villa. You don't have to be a Disney Vacation Club member. But if you go through Disney directly for one of these villas, you're going to be paying a lot. So don't do that. Well, you can do that. Sorry, Disney. You can do that if you want to. But you can also go through a rental store or a rental company. So there's DVC Rental Store that are my top 2. There's other ones, but DVC Rental Store or David's Vacation Club Rentals. Now, David's Vacation Club Rentals clearly says what they charge. So at 7 months out, meaning 7 months or less from your vacation date, you will get a little bit better of a deal. You pay $21 per point. And they'll let you know how many points, whatever hotel you want to stay at. Like I said, Old Key West, Saratoga Springs, maybe Animal Kingdom Studio, you will save the most. And then a non-premium anytime. So if you book 11 months out or more at a non-premium, you can still get that 21 per point price. And the non-premium would be Old Key West or Saratoga Springs. The premium, if you book more than 7 months out from your vacation date, you will pay $23 a point. So you may want to wait, although you may have less choices at that 7-month mark. So those are your options. And then also there are Facebook groups where you can rent directly. You can save a little bit, but it's not as secure because they have insurance policies built into these rental companies. That owner, hopefully no owners would take your money, but it could happen if you're on a Facebook group doing it directly with an owner. So tread cautiously if you're going that route. I wanted to remind you also that I have my free Disney packing guide. So check out the description down below. If you're a real Disney fan, not if you're a real Disney fan, but if you love packing and planning and all of that, I do have my subscription box service called Pixie Packing Park Pack, where you can get a seasonal subscription. I may go monthly and themed, but a seasonal that has a really unique park bag filled with Disney park essentials for that season. And then there's always a special gift for you and Disney surprises, Disney inspired surprises within every pack. And the bag is always really cool and unique and something that you're not going to see everybody else with. And so that's a fun thing you can be a part of. Just hit up my description down below and join my wait list because I'm closed right now to new subscribers, but I will be opening up soon. And if you want to work with me, just check out my website, which is Pixie Packing Park Pack or pixiepacking.com. I have all my items on there, my extras that I have from my bag. Sometimes I sell individually. I have my subscription on there, but I also have my contact form. So if you want to work with me as being your travel agent, I can do that as well. So thanks so much for joining me. I'm Dr. Sam. I'll see you on the next video and happy planning.